According to the United States Surgeon General, something extraordinary is happening in our society. Experts are calling it a loneliness epidemic. Right now, 1 in 4 adults say they feel completely isolated, disconnected, invisible. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. Millions of people, surrounded by friends, coworkers, endless notifications, group chats, yet still feeling unseen. But here's the twist. That statistic, it doesn't describe you. Because while everyone else wonders why people feel so alone, you did something almost nobody has the courage to do. You started cutting people off. You saw their name pop up on your phone, and instead of answering like you always did, something inside quietly whispered, "Not today." And eventually, "Not anymore." And here's what nobody talks about. You didn't feel lonely. You didn't feel broken. If anything, something remarkable happened. The noise vanished. The constant emotional weight you'd been carrying for years lifted. For the first time in a long time, your mind felt quiet, peaceful, clear. So here's the question. If cutting people off is supposed to make someone feel isolated, why did it make you feel free? Why did it feel like stepping outside into fresh air after being trapped in a crowded, chaotic room? Most people will never admit this, but deep down, you already know. You didn't become this way overnight. There was a moment when everything shifted, a moment when the person who always showed up finally stopped. And once that switch flipped, you never really went back. The moment everything changed. You weren't always like this. Think back a few years. If someone described you then, they'd say you were reliable. The friend who answered the phone at 2 a.m. The one people called when life was falling apart. The peacekeeper in your family. The one smoothing over arguments. The one listening while everyone else vented. When someone you cared about was struggling, you didn't hesitate. You showed up, over and over again. You listened to the same stories, the same complaints, the same problems that never seemed to change. You offered advice, encouragement, support, and often you watched the same people ignore it all, only to come back when chaos returned exactly the same way. But you still answered, because that's who you were. Dependable, loyal, someone people could count on. Until one day, a small, quiet moment changed everything. Nothing dramatic, nothing explosive, just subtle. Your phone rang. You looked at the name on the screen, and for the first time, you hesitated. You replayed the last conversation, and the one before that, and the one before that. You already knew how this call would go. The same story, the same emotional weight, the same endless cycle. And instead of answering, you let the phone ring. Strange, uncomfortable, like breaking a rule you'd followed your entire life. But then, something unexpected happened. The world didn't collapse, no disaster, no emergency. The call ended, and suddenly, everything felt quieter, lighter. For the first time, you realized something extraordinary. You are not responsible for carrying everyone else's chaos. That quiet moment, that single decision, changed the way you saw everything. Your brain's hidden protection system. That moment when you didn't answer. It might have felt like a choice, but underneath, something deeper was happening inside your brain. Here's the truth. Human beings aren't wired to absorb unlimited emotional stress. Your nervous system is constantly asking, is this safe or is this draining me? When the same people, the same conversations, the same demands push you past your limits, your brain doesn't ask for permission, it flips a switch. Psychologists call this the dorsal vagal response. Dr. Stephen Porges, creator of polyvagal theory, explains. Your brain has 2 modes. Mode 1, social engagement. Laugh, connect, listen, build relationships. It's the part of you that once answered every call, showed up for everyone, believed connection could fix everything. Mode 2, protection. When activated, your body pulls inward. Energy becomes guarded. Tolerance for emotional chaos drops fast. From the outside, people might say, "You've changed, you're distant, you're shutting people out." But inside, your nervous system is protecting you. Every stressful conversation, every one-sided relationship, every burden carried for someone else adds up. Eventually, your brain says, "Enough." It stops negotiating, starts choosing peace. That silence after the missed call, it didn't feel empty. It felt restorative, like stepping out of a room that had been too loud for years. Where this pattern really began. Look closely. This often starts earlier than you think. Long before the missed calls. Long before the quiet distance. Long before protecting your energy. Childhood. While other kids learned math or spelling, you learned how to read the room. Sense tension before a single word. Tone changes, doors slamming, comments shifting the atmosphere. Before you could explain it, you could feel it. Maybe a parent's mood could flip the house from calm to chaos. Maybe love felt unpredictable. So you adapted. Observant, careful, emotionally aware. Psychologist Murray Bowen called this emotional cutoff. You learned closeness comes with a cost. Love isn't always safe. Sometimes distance is survival. That blueprint follows you into adulthood. Every chaotic person triggers it. Your system instantly says, "Step back, protect yourself." Walls versus boundaries. Not all distance is the same. Walls block everyone, fast, protective, but they also block the people who could help you. Boundaries are different. They filter. They protect without shutting life out. A boundary says, "I know what drains me. I know what I will not tolerate. I know what energy I want around me." CDC reports chronic social stress can increase heart disease risk by 29% and stroke by 32%. Connection is essential, but the wrong people can drain your energy, focus, and health. Every time you cut someone off and feel relief, your body is giving you data. The pattern recognition advantage. Cutting people off isn't impulsive. You notice patterns. You watch. You wait. The friend who calls only in emergencies. The family member whose praise comes with strings. The one who vanishes after attention. Your brain has a pattern recognition system. Studies show early stress sharpens social detection. Your frontal lobe works overtime to judge complex social cues. That instinct whispering, "Pay attention to this person." It's not paranoia, it's survival. So stepping back, data-driven, experience-backed. Silence feels safe, even luxurious. Loneliness versus solitude. People confuse loneliness with solitude. Loneliness, absence of connection you want. Surrounded by people, yet unseen. Solitude, chosen, peaceful. Your thoughts finally belong to you. No buzzing phone. No emotional emergencies, just silence. That silence is not empty, it's relief. You're not avoiding life, you're creating a sanctuary for your mind. Protecting your peace isn't coldness, it's wisdom. Not everyone deserves your energy, your time, your emotional labor. Choosing yourself is fierce, deliberate, necessary. Harvard's 75-year study, happiness isn't about many people, it's about the right ones. Every step back, every silence, it strengthens you, protects your well-being. Solitude becomes sanctuary. Choosing yourself. You are not lonely. You are not broken. You are not avoiding life. You are choosing. Clarity, peace, yourself. Your phone is quiet, your space is calm, your mind is yours. Choosing yourself is quiet power, the kind that builds lives that are strong, intentional, and free. Protect your peace. always.